Jack Harper was no stranger to the strange. As a mechanic on the fringes of the galaxy, he'd seen it all. Crashed starships, malfunctioning androids, even ancient alien tech that most wouldn't dare touch. But nothing could have prepared him for the day he found the Guardian. It started like any other job. Jack was on the planet Ran, a barren wasteland infamous for its relentless sandstorms that swallowed those foolish enough to venture too far. Hired by a scavenger crew to help salvage what they believed to be an old starship wreck, Jack took the job without hesitation. The pay was decent, and he was always up for a challenge. After days of trudging through the dunes, they unearthed something buried deep beneath the sands. It wasn't a starship. What they found was a massive structure of black metal, covered in glowing, cryptic symbols. While the scavengers were eager to strip it for parts, Jack saw something more. This wasn't just a ruin. It was a machine that was still alive. Ignoring the protests of the crew, Jack began to dig deeper, uncovering more of the structure. Then he realized what it was: a guardian. The Guardians were the stuff of legend. Towering sentinels created by the Rokani, an ancient civilization of scholars and engineers. The Rokani had vanished centuries ago, leaving behind only ruins and myths. Guardians, said to be unstoppable defenders of their cities, were thought to be long gone. Yet here one stood, or rather lay, its body battered, limbs twisted and broken, its power core cold and dark. The scavengers, realizing the Guardian's immense value, wanted to sell it to the highest bidder. Jack refused. To him, it wasn't just a machine. It was a relic of a lost civilization, a being that deserved respect. Against their wishes, Jack stayed behind, determined to restore it. For weeks, Jack camped in the shadow of the Guardian's massive form, painstakingly repairing it. The technology was unlike anything he had ever encountered, a seamless blend of organic and mechanical systems that resisted even his expert understanding. But Jack was persistent, scavenging parts, rigging makeshift tools, and using his innate gift for machines. He slowly brought the Guardian back to life. As he worked, Jack began to feel a connection to the machine, as though it were trying to communicate with him. Whispers echoed faintly in the back of his mind, a language long forgotten. The more he repaired, the stronger the connection grew. One day, the Guardian's eyes, two massive, glowing orbs, flickered to life. Jack stepped back, heart pounding, as the machine began to move. With a series of loud clicks and whirs, its twisted limbs straightened, and it rose to its full height, towering over him. For a moment, Jack wondered if he had made a terrible mistake. Then the Guardian spoke. Its voice was deep and resonant, not heard with ears but felt in the mind. It thanked Jack, not just for the repairs but for understanding. The Guardian explained its story. During the last days of the Rokani civilization, it had been tasked with defending the final city against an unstoppable enemy. Overwhelmed, it had failed, left to rust in the sands as the civilization it was sworn to protect fell into ruin. Jack listened intently as the Guardian spoke of the Rokani, a brilliant race who had once thrived on Ran. The Guardian was the last of its kind, its purpose lost with the fall of its creators. Jack, feeling a deep sense of responsibility, vowed to help the Guardian find a new purpose. Together, they embarked on a mission to restore what had been lost. Jack proposed they uncover the remnants of Rokani technology and rebuild the city that had fallen. The Guardian, filled with renewed hope, agreed. Over the following months, Jack and the Guardian explored the ruins of the Rokani civilization. They uncovered forgotten technologies, reactivating ancient systems, and breathing life back into the desolate planet. Word of their work spread. drawing scientists, engineers, and historians from across the galaxy, all eager to learn from the Rokani legacy. Ran, once a barren wasteland, began to thrive. Its ancient technology blended with modern advancements, creating something entirely new. At the heart of it all were Jack and the Guardian, a human and a machine united by a shared vision. Jack had repaired more than just a machine. He had reignited a civilization's legacy. The Guardian, once a forgotten relic, became a symbol of resilience and renewal, a reminder that even in the darkest times, there is always a way to rebuild. Jack Harper's name became legend, known across the galaxy as the man who had restored the Guardian of Ran. But for Jack, the real reward wasn't fame. It was the bond he had forged with the Guardian. Together, they had shown the galaxy that hope could rise from the sands of despair, and as long as there were stars in the sky, their story would endure.